Peter Saunders was a victim of sexual abuse at the hands of his Catholic priest at school. So was his brother Mike. For him, abuse triggered a life cursed by drink and drugs and an early death. Peter runs an organisation helping other survivors.
Most survivors are not particularly interested in compensation. They're interested in seeing change. They're interested in knowing that what happened to them is not going to happen to future generations. Having said that, compensation, I think, is entirely appropriate when it comes to people whose childhoods have been stolen.
The Vatican has a new pope. He's popular and he's made some big promises. Pope Francis wants openness and a new transparency, even on this toxic issue. He set up a new committee of his own to look into it. Thursday's appearance by his emissaries before the UN is overdue. The extent to which they engage seriously with the UN will be a test of Francis's papacy and on whether he can deliver on the issue of sexual abuse and the allegations of cover-up. A new report details how widespread the abuse has been. The authors have little optimism the Church will change its approach.
We've sort of traced back over the last sort of 2 decades all the promises that they made versus what actually happened. And there have been many promises in the past, but very little has happened concretely, and everything that has allegedly happened has happened in complete secrecy.
In 2012, the UN asked the Vatican to respond to questions about child abuse and what it's doing about it. Many questions remain unanswered.
If the institution acknowledges its many failings, then I, like many other people who suffered at its hands, I think will, as you say, have some form of closure and some means of perhaps moving on.
The Vatican is coming to Geneva because it signed the UN's Convention on the Rights of the Child, and it says it takes its treaty obligations very seriously, although its action or inaction over the issue of child abuse might suggest otherwise. This is a good opportunity for the Church and for Pope Francis to finally signal they're going to do something about it. Simon McGregor-Wood, Al Jazeera, Geneva.